time to order. We don't want to miss out on the special sides and desserts. Honey Baked Ham, the world's best ham.
Except for Larry.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Just take it in. Just enjoy the music.
Don't
He's like a cartoon. Well, so does Professor Gadget, actually.
That's right.
Jim George is in the studio. We know him as Professor Gadget. He's the owner of American Cable Services. And he's here to talk to you about technology. God, I'm trying to squeeze in the words.
Coming to a head.
And Robin, stand up and applaud Jim. He was recognized by his peers as being one of the pioneers in his industry, and I can't wait to hear about that.
Pretty awesome.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thank you.
That's really cool.
It is. I'm really excited about it.
Of all the things that somebody could be, being a pioneer is probably one of the best things, because that means you were there from the beginning.
That's right.
You were there before anybody had like a template made that you could just follow. You had to kind of just do it, right?
Right.
So you're like an inventor in a way when you're a pioneer.
You know, the initial criteria is you must have been in cable TV for 50 years or more.
Wow.
And have it, well, I'm going to use the word justifiable, but you have to have proved it. So we sent in pictures of me with my very first truck and the sign on the truck and everything going back to 1963.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
That was cool.
So in the October 9th issue of Multi-Channel News, it's the 51st Annual Cable TV Pioneers, and you are among those that are being honored. James George, look at you.
Yep.
I think it's fabulous. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. No, I'm
You're
excited about
amazing.
it.
So what is that? What do? Do you have to go to Denver?
I do. I have to go to Denver and wear a tuxedo.
Nice.
Yep. I got to get rent or buy a tuxedo if anybody has a tuxedo with a waist of about 42. But anyway, I got to go to Denver. I shouldn't say I have to go. I go to the cable TV convention every year. So I'm an emeritus when it comes to the Society for Cable Television Engineers, which means I've been in it for more than 40 years. They're 42 years old, and so I get in free. So I paid for 40 years, and now, ta-da, I get in for free.
Finally, you get something for nothing.
So now when you're too old to go, they say, oh, you want to come? You know?
So you're going to be there, and do you get to go up on stage and
I
do a
do.
little speech?
They're given, there's a few of us, what are they, like 15 or 20 that are
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess that's 14. So 20, it looks like.
Yeah, so there'll be 20 of us. They're going to give us each about 2 minutes just to say a little word. And then after that, there's a reception. So it goes from like 6 to like midnight. So midnight's way past my bedtime.
Listen to this. Listen to this. You are up against people from Showtime, C-SPAN, Comcast, BET. I don't know all these names, but those are the ones. Cisco, that's a big one.
Yeah, manufacturer.
Wow, good for you.
Yep.
Look at these names.
Congratulations. This
Gonna be
is
good.
We're
Yep.
so honored to know you, Jim.
I'm gonna frame
you are
that one.
amazing. You do. You
What
are
are they going to give you?
absolutely
Do you know?
amazing.
Is it a plaque?
It's a plaque, and then it's a certificate. The certificate's what you basically put on your wall. And then there's a pin that you'd wear, so when you go to the cable shows and such, you have a little pin on your name badge that says that you are a pioneer in the cable TV.
So that's the 17th?
Wow.
That is the night of the 17th.
So we'll see.
Of October.
So we'll see you
October.
next week, or you won't be here next week?
No, I'll be here next week. Yep. I don't leave until the 17th.
Okay.
No, Tuesday.
Yeah, the morning of the 17th, I fly out, and then the night of the 17th is the indoctrination.
There
Is your
you
wife
go.
going with you?
No, she wanted to, but she's, she always says she wants to go. I mean, I've been all over the world, Iceland, Caribbean. She's never gone anywhere except Puerto Rico once and St. Martin, St. Kitts once. So, but no, my middle daughter, who's our office manager and has been for like 15 years, she'll go with me.
Oh, how nice.
So we'll take some pictures.
Please.
Yep, it'd be nice.
Please.
And like I said, I'll be at the
We can
show on the
post 'em.
20th, so I can actually call in on the 20th.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Cable TV
Oh, I
convention.
can't wait to hear about it.
Wow.
Yep, it's
This
going to be
is so
good.
amazing.
It's gonna be good. It is amazing. Amazing for me. I'm happy.
Time Warner, you're also up against Time Warner.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Wow, I don't. Some of these other ones are probably big also. I just never heard of them. NESN, I don't know what that is.
What is it?
NESN? NESN?
It's a news organization, but I'm not positive, with
Wow.
national...
Well, good for you.
This
Wow.
is such an honor, Jim.
It is.
You are absolutely
happy.
fabulous. You do great things for our community, not just, in the cable industry, but whenever there's a need, and people need something, you're always there contributing, donating, making sure things are better for everyone. And
Do my best.
wow, congratulations.
So you're going to be sitting
Fabulous.
at a table with a tablecloth.
Yes, yeah.
You'll probably have food served
gonna
to
have
you.
dinner?
Yeah, food, dinner.
Probably
Nice.
some food. Probably somebody at the table will say they don't really want their brownie. And you might say, hey, if you're not going to eat that.
No,
I would.
I tell you what it has triggered. I'm actually in 13 Who's Who's, and 2 other ones have come forth and want me to be in their Who's Who's.
Oh,
So I'd be going to be 15
congratulations.
Who's Who's.
That's
So Who's Who
wonderful.
in cable, Who's
Couldn't
Who
they
in
come up with a better name for that thing than the Who's Who's?
Yeah,
I'm
they-
at a Who's Who's.
Who's who?
It sounds like an article of clothing.
Yeah.
All right, we do have some.
This is pretty amazing.
We have some people
so
calling
proud
in
of
to
you.
congratulate you. Looks like. Look
right.
at this phone line lit up here.
So proud of
I can
you.
only do one at a time. If you want to call 622-9622, congratulate Jim. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, thank you, and congratulations, Mr. George.
Thank you.
It's not only a wonderful thing for you, but for the city of Ocala.
It is. I'm happy for them. I'm glad.
Very good.
It took a long time to get here, 50
well,
years.
Time pays off, I guess, in a lot of ways. A question today, with the large flat-screen TVs, do you think the technology has reached the end, or is there some improvement down the line that you see? And do you think the prices will kind of like stabilize now at this point?
Yeah, the prices will actually come down, but the large screen TVs will no longer be a physical structure that is framed. Has a frame around it.
Yeah.
I've been saying all along that there is there are 2 types. There's the hologram TV, and the second one is the TV that is a sheet of mylar that's literally less than a 32nd inch thick, and you just unroll it, and it's wireless, and you have your TV. That's it.
Wow.
And you can buy the mylar in 2 foot by 3 foot, or 5 foot by 6 foot, or whatever you want to buy it in, and put it on the wall or put it on your desk, and that's it. And they have that now, by the way. This is not sci-fi. You can actually get these now.
Do those large, real large flat screen TVs leave off any radiation?
No, not really. No, it's more light emitting than it is anything else.
Yeah, so I know in the old days, the old tubes stayed to a certain extent, but I was just wondering if the newer ones, the flat screen ones do. But
Yeah.
I guess you're safe, like when you go to the dentist and have X-rays.
It's really still depends on how close you sit to it. Remember the old CRT? They used to always tell the kids, sit back from the screen, don't be so close. It's a lot of
Right.
light hitting your eyes. It's a lot of, it can do a little bit of damage. Well, although these aren't emitting the brightness, you still want to sit back. And if you go online and type in, it'll tell you how far to sit back from what size screen you have for the
very good.
optimum viewing area.
Okay, thank you, and
You're welcome.
congratulations again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that is part of the show here, isn't it? Asking advice and things like that. He said, "Well, is this the end of technology?" I think people have always thought that. Well, how good? You can't get any better than this. We got TV now.
Yeah.
Well, we got color TV now. All right. It's always somebody thinking that's the end. Did you see this thing? Is it Elon Musk or the other guy that has a plan to fly us instead of in planes on rockets? Like on Earth.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
So
like from here to California or something?
29 minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
You don't even get a bathroom break.
No.
No.
Really?
You fasten your seatbelt, then fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wonder if it'd be do you actually go into space and then come back down?
You probably do.
Wow.
That'd be the easiest way.
Good morning.
Less drag.
Good morning.
go?
You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning, Mr. George. Congratulations. It's sort of a difficult and very rewarding experience and everything to be placed in that kind of a position. I remember years ago when I was a little guy, my grandmother and my grandfather had died, but she told me that my grandfather was in Who's Who, and at that time, Who's Who was a real big deal. I think that was in the 20s. I know it was before 1927. But anyway, congratulations, and I forgot the question. Forgot the question I was going to ask you.
It happens.
But anyway,
well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I
really do.
And it is a kudos for Ocala also, and thank you for what you do. Thank you, WOCA, for what you guys do, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonny.
Yep.
I agree. I think it's kudos for Ocala. You representing Ocala. It's just awesome. It's something good in the news instead of all this bad stuff.
What's the news now as far as rain for this weekend? That's what everybody wants to know.
You don't know. Let's see. Rain today until light up. I mean, what is it called again? First Friday Art Walk, and then it'll stop.
In the football game.
And it'll stop for the first Friday and for the football, and then it'll start again after we're done.
Oh, good.
So just so you know, it's going to let up.
Yep. So don't stay away from downtown Ocala.
Or from the football game.
Right, or from the football
I don't want to play favorites. Hey, if you showed up at the football game, it would be so awesome. I would love those kids to know that we support them. Yeah, I know Robert and I won't be there. We'll be playing music, but...
Yeah, but you really are an inspiration, Jim. I mean, gosh, you're going to go to this award ceremony. You're going to meet with all of the seasoned professionals in the industry, but all of the new and up-and-comers. And that is really going to be amazing because you are a mentor to the new and up-and-comers. And they're very fortunate to have you, to be able to speak with you and learn what you've been through all these years.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. No, I've... I didn't even realize there was a Pioneers Club. And then about 5 years ago, I realized there was, and I said, who was in it? And I went and looked at who's in there, and it's all the famous names, everybody from the people who invented television to begin with, the first people that put cable TV on the poles back in the early 40s, and as it lists went on and on, I said, wow, and I'm going to be in that group.
Yeah, amazing. You earned every bit of it, Jim.
You have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Good morning. This message is for Jim. On a different note, Jim, could you somehow help our friends of WLCA to get on TuneIn, which is the internet system, like Pandora and that kind of stuff that the Alexa, Amazon uses? I've been wanting to listen to you guys, and hardly ever use radio anymore. I use only the Alexa, and I miss you guys. Right now, I just happen to have a radio available on the air and kind of put you back on. But
nice. Well, I don't even
I miss hearing you. And a lot of the local stations around here are on TuneIn. You just call them up and they show up. And of course, from around the world, but local here, they're also on there. And I wish you guys in WLCA were on it.
Well, we'll have to look into it.
It's a very popular device.
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is.
Well, he was mentioning several. So, were you mentioning Spotify and a few others, or were you had one?
Yeah, it's just like one of those, exactly. But the one that Alexa, the Echo from Amazon.
The Alexa from Amazon. Where you talk to it, you say Alexa's WOCA, and it turns.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I have no idea how you do that.
So you'll want to get with Dan, one of the station uppity ups here. I don't know what they call them, managers and such, and they can.
Everybody's an uppity up, except for me and Robert.
Yeah.
But no, that's great. No, that'd be great. And if you're ever at the mall, stop in and show them how it works or something. You're right. They're a little bit behind the times.
They're in the internet, I suppose, somewhere. But I just tell Alexa, play WOCA, and boom, you guys are on the air. I would be on the air, but you're not.
So where are you on the air now? I'm talking to Larry. So wait a minute, now you podcast, right?
Well,
come on.
I honestly don't know. I mean, I know we're on.
I'm putting you on the spot.
On the
AM and FM. I know that. I guess that's old school, right?
You're on the WOCA website.
We live stream on Ustream.
Live stream on Ustream.
Ustream, and then we put the recorded podcast on YouTube.
There you go.
And Facebook. So those are recorded, though. But the live stuff,
Yeah.
I don't know. If you go to WOCA.com, I know we're there.
You can click
No,
on
no.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah, old-fashioned.
That's
right.
old-fashioned.
Thank you. We will we'll work with that. Thank you very much.
Oh, I just got a phone. I thought I was maybe catching up finally.
Yeah, he had a flip phone for the...
We got an iPhone.
Oh, man.
Thank you very
So
much.
the other one is a live stream. So you will be live stream. I can just send
Yes.
you in and you'll call it up and you live stream. And like I said, other local stations around here, and even little stations from Puerto Rico. I listen to them all the time too. And so I miss you there.
Yeah, well,
I wish you were on.
I'll get him on the link. I'll get him on
Gosh.
the link.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Get him up to speed, man.
Yeah.
Now I feel
thank you.
bad. Now I feel bad. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm behind the times. Thank
You
you.
know, I always thought you were streaming.
We are streaming on what do you call it, on WOCA.com.
Yeah, no. When Dan comes in, he can.
What am I saying the wrong word?
No, you're just not on the up to date. Let's say newest stream captioning unit. So you got Spotify. You know what Echo is, do you not?
No.
All right. So,
I know that Echo. That's about it.
Echo, but
Well, there's several different manufacturers. Google a few of them. It's a box, and it sits on your table.
Right.
All right. And you talk to it, and you say Alisa or whatever. You can have different names.
Right.
And WOCA. And it'll say, okay. And then in a minute, you're listening to WOCA live streaming. It does everything.
Well, how do you get on that thing?
But that's where the Google and the Amazons and the Spotifys and all the rest of them, Dan will know because he gets all the latest magazines that will say, why aren't you streaming and why don't
Wait
you
a minute.
do
Wait
it?
a minute.
we have to
Wait a
tell
mi-
them.
Wait
we
a minute.
exist.
I just realized something.
What?
So you mean to tell me Robin and the Giant
Yes.
Yes.
is more up to date than WOCA?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are we?
We're honest.
If you're listening to that thing, sir,
Yeah.
tell it. What do you say, Alexa?
Yeah.
Play Robin and the Giant.
And we're there.
I bet you we play.
All right.
And we're there. We're on Spotify, Pandora, and all that.
I'm sorry, it's about 30 years old,
Yeah, it's-
but
But all those, the old
We're
Pandora,
there.
like you were mentioning, yes. Everybody needs to step up to the 21st century and pretty soon the 22nd century.
I just got the phone.
Yeah. You just got
Yeah, but
the
it's an
phone.
8. It's an iPhone 8.
Oh,
He's-
boy.
he's-
Maybe it's break
7.
time. I don't know.
got a 7.
Yeah, but Matt said it's really an 8.
He did?
Yeah, I heard him when he was,
Good
doing
thing for
all-
Robin,
boy.
paying attention to stuff.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
Well, this is great, Jim.
All
You
right.
got to get us set up with all that.
We're so
newest
distracted.
stuff.
It's congratulation day for you.
It
so.
is. Congratulations to Jim George.
Good morning. You're
Able
on
to
the air with
tie
Jim
in.
George.
Yeah, good morning. Just want to remind everybody that the Silver Springs Radio Club is allowing people to send messages to Puerto Rico via our link on k4gso.us and then follow the instructions on sending messages to Puerto Rico.
Repeat that, please. The K4.
K4, G as in George, S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, .us.
Okay. Robin's writing it down.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, it is
is.
great. See, there's a technology, no matter how old it is, never grows old. Never grows old.
That's right. And we're so grateful that you can
And it's
do
a
that,
life
Jim.
link. It's definitely a life
Yeah,
link.
And we're
yeah.
lucky to have you, Jim.
All right, have a good morning, everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jim.
Good morning. You're on the air with Jim and us. We're here too, even though we're behind the times.
Yeah, but it's congratulations to Jim.
Yes, it is. Good morning.
Amazing.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was on TV when it first came out. I was in Radio City, and that's the only time that I was on live TV in Radio City. My wife and I was visiting there, and that's when they put us on the air just for a few seconds,
Yes.
Different people.
Good for you.
I thought I'd tell you that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you've been you were on the TV back when TV was an infant. Yes, thank you.
I'd like to ask you another question. Does anybody know when the radio came out? Because I used to use a little box that you can turn, and I would be able to get some station on it.
Well, radio's been around ever since Marconi invented it, and others. But the actual physical.
No battery, no electricity, just a little box. You turn it, and you was able to get some stations on it when it first came out.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, it had to be powered somehow. It had to be powered crystal. It had to be powered somehow. Yeah. I'm not sure. Jim would know. Jim knows all that stuff.
Crystal set.
Thank you.
We'll get Jim to answer that. Thank you.
Thank you for the call. We're up against the break, so I don't mean to be rude, but let me take that break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Friday, times of clouds and sun, warm but humid with a shower or thunderstorm in the area, high 85 to 89. Friday night will be mostly cloudy and sticky with a shower or thunderstorm mainly near the coast, low 74 to 78. For Saturday, some sun followed by clouds and quite humid with some showers and a thunderstorm likely mainly during the afternoon hours, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
What do I do now? After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animus Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animus without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animus needs you.
All right, gosh, it's been a fun show, but it goes so quick. All right,
it does.
Jim George is here. Jim, congratulations. Jim is going to be inducted into the Cable TV Pioneers, which is
Hall of Fame.
It's a huge event. You're going to Denver with a tuxedo, size 42 waist, and you're with some really great big names and big companies. So we're so proud of you. We do have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is Sonny again. Mr. George, I was thinking, since Puerto Rico was so devastated, not that you're looking to, it doesn't sound so good, but wouldn't that, because of the devastation, be an open field for somebody with your technology that you could bring to them and maybe help out the country also at the same time? The other thing is, I was talking to people I know that have family in Puerto Rico, and they, as of yesterday, they were unable to still get in contact with them because Puerto Rico is a pretty large place and it's very mountainous.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, I was just curious about that. Since they've had the devastation, you could maybe a company could go in there, maybe install their apparatus and be beneficial to the country and to the company. I'll hang up and listen. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Puerto Rico has an infrastructure. It's just damaged. But TCI, Telecommunications Corporation, Inc., and Adelphia Corporation before that, and Cablevision Industries. So there were like 5 different cable companies in Puerto Rico, and I think it's only down to 2 now. May only be 1 now. But they have an infrastructure. It's just totally wiped out. They just need to put it back up on the poles, and hopefully they'll put it underground. How long have we been discussing putting the communications and electric underground?
Yeah.
What type of notice do you need? Any more than this?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my gosh! Well, we're almost out of time. Let me get your music cranked up here.
Oh yeah, that music is catchy. I might be humming that all the way. He tried
really hard on this.
All the way to Denver.
I know.
Here we go. He worked really hard on this.
He did.
This is so Joe, though, isn't it?
It is. Joe's such fun.
It almost feels like you're going to speak with a Russian accent. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Spy versus spy. That's where that came from.
Have a great weekend. Congratulations again, Jim, on being nominated. You certainly deserve it, and you make Ocala proud. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, we will be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster.